birthday boy. No wonder you couldn't hear me. Is that your new tape? Star-Lord. Who's the guy with the scary eyes?
He doesn't have a name. He's one of the space riders. And he's not scary. He's cool.
Your space rider certainly got his hands full. Pretty far out.
Nobody says far out anymore, Ma. Ma!
What?
Nobody says far out anymore.
Oh, well, your mom does. Maybe we should see if we could get tickets to see them live.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Your mom may not look it, but I was quite the rocker when I was your age. Your father and I would just lie on the hood of my old Chevy and listen to Black Sabbath and...
You like Black Sabbath?
Like I said, your mom's cooler than you think. Oh, we'd look up at the stars and he'd tell me all about the places he'd been.
Mom?
How about some cake, huh?
Yeah, I'll be up in a sec.
You said that 15 minutes ago. If you don't hurry, I'm gonna eat that whole cake myself.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Hey, watch the hair.
Oh! Peter! We've talked about you leaving your toys on the floor.
It's not a toy. It's an action figure.
More like an action landmine. Stab your foot. I will.
He doesn't even... Never mind.
13 whole years. Look at you. Where does time go?
I'll be up in a sec, I promise.
Right.
Don't give a damn. This is our time to go from zero to hero. A man on the run. He's a ghost, he is no one. The thunder when it comes will bring Peter Quill. Peter Quill, wake up.
Holy crap, Drax. You gotta stop doing this, man. It's weird.
We are approaching the quarantine zone.
How long was I out for?
15,338 ticks.
That's very specific.
The betrayer is ready to begin her mission. She has requested your presence in the cockpit.
Gamora's on our side, Drax.
She is the spawn of my sworn enemy, a murderess and a traitor. I do not trust her.
Well, try. We're supposed to be a team.
I make no promises.
Oh, it ain't just a junkyard. The quarantine zone's the biggest pile of galactic war debris in the known universe. Just think of all the tech we can...
Ah, there you are, Quill. Tell Groot to stop worrying about getting arrested.
I am Groot.
I'm not overconfident. I'm just the right level of confident.
Arrested? For what? Our ship just accidentally slipped into the quarantine zone.
Oops, our navigation malfunctioned.
Oops.
How would we accidentally cross into the Nova Corps force field?
Details.
Nice gizmos, Rocket.
I'm calling them thumpers on account of the noise they make. Assuming we get past the force field and reach your coordinates in one piece, all we gotta do is set them up, and these babies are gonna draw out our monster in no time.
How's that even gonna work? The thumper goes beep, 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 and the monsters come running?
It goes more like, wah, wah, wah!
Holla, rocket!
Stop this ruckus at once!
And then the monster comes a-running out of its hole.
Are you sure about that?
Hey, all my intel came from your source.
My sources are very reliable. Those coordinates are 100% pointing towards a rare, elusive, priceless creature.
With no physical description to go by.
What do you think elusive means?
It don't matter what the monster looks like. As long as it's got ears, you could be sure my thumpers are gonna drive it right into our arms.
Gamora?
Up here, Peter.
Hey, that's my chair.
Oh. Then why aren't you in it?
I was, strategizing. It's one thing to get into the zone, but we still gotta catch that monster.
Right.
So did I miss anything?
Other than a ton of suspicious glares from Drax, not really. Now, if you're done strategizing, feel free to grab your seat. We're almost ready to go.
Okay, here we go. Rocket, Groot, Drax, get in here. We're going in.
We still have a few ticks before the next time window, actually.
The next one?
Nova Corps security grid resets every rotation. We want to be in and out before our code expires, or we'll get stranded.
And if we wait for the next reset, we'll get a full rotation to do this. Nice.
Oh, why's the Novanet still up? Thought we were going in.
Well, it appears the assassin's contacts are as untrustworthy as the betrayer herself.
Oh, please don't tell me Gamora's backdoor codes are bust. We nearly went broke getting them.
Relax, Rocket. We still got a few ticks before the next time window.
The network just reset. You can enter the sequence, Peter. 0451.
That's it? 4 digits?
Suspicious. These security measures are too simplistic for Nova Corps.
It's not that simple. The code only works on this date for this ship.
Oh, I get it. Gamora's codes are more like an encryption key of some sort, designed to integrate temporal coordinates and our ship's hard-coded serial into a local number generator.
Info gets in,
There. And we're in.
Incredible.
People realized there was so much stuff left after the war.
Restraint wasn't very popular in the Shatari army, especially with Thanos in charge.
It's probably all harmless now. I mean, Nova Corps had 12 years to get rid of the heavy-duty explosives, right?
That's why I like you, Quill. You're so pure. Oh, the wonderful and terrible things I could do with all this tech.
Stay focused, Rodent. We did not come here to scavenge.
Why not? The Milano's weapon systems could use an overhaul. Plus, there's good money in it.
The beast that we seek is far more valuable to the Monster Queen of Seknov 9 than any illegally acquired salvage.
Whoa! Place is really shifty.
I'm not seeing a monster, but that big cylinder up ahead looks like the mining ship Peter's friend said to look for.
Friend.
For a night? And you'll see the monster soon as we place Rocket's monster summoning thingies.
Flark, yeah. Groot, Quill, suit up. Team Rocket's up first.
I still do not understand why I must remain on board with the assassin.
Oh, because you're part of Green Team.
You assigned me to the team before you named it, and my skin is not green. It's teal.
Teal? Listen, if we want to trick the monster into going inside that mining rig, we need to place thumpers on both sides. 2 sides, 2 teams.
And 2 clips to the drop site. Ground's too unstable to land the ships, you'll need to jump.
That's our cue. Let's go, Groot.
Don't worry! Once the thumpers are placed, we'll meet in the middle, and we'll capture the monster. Together.
Very well.
Thumper 1, done.
Meet you at the rendezvous point.
Gamora, take care of my baby.
It's a ship, Peter, not a child.
Oh, can you imagine?
What, the pink goo? It's custom nano-resin, designed to keep all this war stuff from floating away.
Take that brittle stuff.
He is not a better shot than me. Nah, it's totally safe. Now, can we please focus less on the toxic goo and more on all this cool war junk it's holding together? I didn't mean toxic. More, don't put it in your mouth toxic.
I'm thinking that big cylinder thing is our rendezvous.
Yeah, that's the mining rig.
So weird seeing it all clustered together like this. Bits and pieces of a war that spanned the entire galaxy held together by... pink goo.
Ebrium-based nano-resin.
Whatever. I'm just saying, it's a lot to take in.
Oh, look! Yellow and blue. Looks like an old Nova Corps frigate. Nice!
Come on, dude. People probably died on that ship.
Killjoy, why'd he even bring us here if the place is so sacred? I can name at least a dozen planets with monsters on them, so...
Don't know if you noticed, Rocket, but people aren't exactly falling over themselves to hire us.
Oh, I have noticed.
If this job pans out, sure we'll get money, but also a rich new client. We need to impress Lady Hellbender with a Okay. I'm okay.
Ha! Almost made yourself a very late war casualty. You know, I like this. This is fun. The three of us, hanging out, just like when we started this gig, before you-know-who joined us. I do not hate everybody.
Come on, Rocket. Drax and Gamora are valued additions to the team.
You're only saying that because she's listening.
Is that why your plan has Drax and I taking the ship?
Maybe. Hey, can't a guy want to spend some quality time with his friends? Just imagine what kind of blasters the Jagari had to use to wreck some of these frigates. Pretty sure that way's a dead end.
You sure?
Ah, there we go. Path's this way. Come on.
How can you even tell?
Just trust me, all right? Hey, group, you think we could find pieces of the Tryon shard in here?
How'd you even know the other way was a dead end?
Because, unlike you, I have a very keen sense of direction. Someone's been practicing. Yeah.
Gross.
Nice splatter. Hey, 50 units says I can clear more of these suckers than you.
As if. Whoa, what the... Rocket, did you do that?
The scoreboard? You like it? Hacked it into your visor cover last time you took a snooze.
You hacked into my stuff?
Considering how many times I fixed the Flarkin thing, it might as well be my stuff. Optimal thumper placing distance should be just up ahead. I'm thinking right in front, through the giant hole where this ship's cockpit used to be. Well, that's grim. Yeah, try not to think about it. It's better not to wonder what happened to anyone working on these old wrecks. It was a long time ago anyways. Amazing! I should have been recording. Bridge over. I want to see if he's alive. I don't know, but he's twitching. Flarkin, Scott stain, Quill. You okay down there?
Yep. Yeah, just, thought I saw a shortcut.
Right.
Go ahead without me. I'll catch up.
Okay, there's a crapped-out Nova Corps missile bay just on the other side. We'll meet you there.
Yellow and blue missile bay. Got it. Huh. Okay. Crawling through creepy old ship. No big deal.
Easy there, Quill. Pretty sure nothing's gonna jump out at you. Except maybe me and Groot.
How much of the war did you see, Rocket?
Only the bits that happened as I was doing other jobs.
Now this brings back memories.
You fall into another hole, Quill?
I'm, assessing stuff.
If all else fails, shoot something. Hey, Strat. Oh, shot! Quill, was that you?
I shot something, like you said. Ooh, don't die, don't die, don't die! Aw, hey, little guy. Whoa, what the fuck?
You dead, Quill? We can hear your woodsy squeal even without the comm.
Little busy!
Ps5!
Crap! That's cheating! You guys should have seen that. It was this weird blobby thing. Not falling for this again. It's so jiggly!
Don't study it! Shoot it!
One last freaky eye thing!
Everything okay over there?
Quill nearly got himself eaten by a blob or something. Should've heard him squeal.
You must fight with dignity, Peter Quill.
Or at least die with it.
Not funny!
Be warned, I was attacked by strange creatures when installing a thumper.
Must be working then. What they look like?
Spine door with multiple ocular protrusions.
Quill, we got a lot riding on your gal pal's mystery monster tip. I hope she's legit. Like you could even tell if she had an honest face. Yeah, she did smell like flowers. Ooh, probably the Sanuke Star Struggle. Mother and Scott!
Are you kidding me?
Son of a smash! That was too close! You okay, Groot? Quill?
We're fine, but we can't jump that.
You don't gotta jump. There's a sturdy support beam on this side. Get Groot to grow a bridge across. Just ask him nice-like. He does it for me all the time.
All right, Groot. Let's see that cool viney thing. That's one hell of a party trick, big guy.
Gross. More ship eaters. All right. Boom. Right under your nose, Quill. Of course we're going the right way. Just... Hey, Greenies. If you see any blue and gold ships out there, you let us know.
We have seen many such ships.
He means active ones. We haven't talked about what to do if we run into a Nova Corps patrol.
We'll restrain them until we are done here.
Bad idea. Those cops are all connected through their stupid helmets.
If they do spot us, all they have to do is...
Okay, here we go.
All right, set her down right there. Yep, one to go. Clark! No, no! Flark and Skaggy! They're attacking batteries fried, that's what's wrong. Maybe you put it down too hard.
Let's just find a solution.
The solution's a new battery, with a charge.
Okay. We're on what's left of a ship. Full of ship things. Gotta be things that power ship things around here, right?
Yeah. Maybe you're gonna want to use your visor for this. You find a replacement while I finish scraping the fried wires.
Hey! A huge power generator! How do we hook it up?
We don't! That thing would toast our little thumper.
Can't we condense the power through a routing funnel or something?
Don't try to make up tech stuff. It's irritating. Find something else. So what do I gotta do to get a last name like Drax's?
Found a compressor! No charge!
No charge, no good.
I am Groot.
Do I look worried? The resin will hold.
I am Groot.
You ain't that heavy. I seen this goop anchor a Shatari dreadnought. We'll be fine.
Found something with a charge! Kinda looks like a spacey car battery. Okay, this thing isn't gonna zap me, right?
The chance is minuscule, at best. You'll be fine. What are you waiting for, Quill? Grab it!
Here you go.
That'll do nicely. Just let me tinker a bit. I'll have to do some tweaking once I see how much juice this thing puts out. So watch my back.
Watch it from what? Rocket! Help me scramble some critters!
No, no, Scud! If I don't rewire this fast... Fucking monster thing! Everyone get ready!
Popped another one!
Incoming! Thanks for the heads up, bud.
Stop him short, Groot!
Come on, you hunk of junk!
Take your time, not like we're busy here!
Easy for you to say. You've got a pointy stick.
Bye-bye, little guy!
How long does it take to shoot, Scott? Savor the joy of battle, rodent. Done. We're all plugged in.
Wow, just in time.
I'd like to see you fix it next time. Come on, 2 down, 2 to go. Groot's wondering if the reward's gonna be worth all the risk we're taking for this job. Me and Groot are nearly unkillable, but what if the rest of you don't make it out alive?
Guys, this job is a huge deal. It's for the freaking Monster Queen of Seknarf 9. She just doesn't know it yet. We pull this off, and we're...
Lady Hellbender's intergalactic monster anglers?
I do prefer that name, but the acronym is unwieldy.
No. Man, that thing is ridiculous. Think it was a ship or a robot?
That's a Kree Sentry, a robot, but it would have been space-worthy. That ain't even the biggest one. They designed at least 5 experimental models twice that size.
How do you know all this?
Because they were my fellow experiments back on Half-World. Most of my parts came from the cybernetics hangar next to the door, so I got a sneak peek at all the new killbots. I could see the parts come and go from my my cage.
I didn't mean to open old wounds.
Most of them are just scars now anyways. This old Kree tech gets me wondering, where would I be now if those blue buttscots managed to keep me locked into their half-world experiments? Yeah, chances are you'd be climbing over bits of me right now. I wasn't even a person to the worst of the Kree's mad scientists. More like a real smart walking gun.
A very talkative gun.
Yeah, that part was an accident. They tried to fix it a few times. The entire facility was the problem. I wish I'd gone back and blown it up before the end of the war. Wait, is that... Yes! I'm about to win this bet, Quill!
Here goes nothing. We're inside a giant robot head.
And I got robot parts inside my head!
Robot parts inside your head. Inside a giant robot head.
Found a nest. Maybe this is the parasite clubhouse.
Hey, Groot, what do you think I should do when I win this bet? I mean with the units he'll owe me once I win.
How's that bet going over there?
I look forward to one of you winning the fastest senseless chatter of the
Well, I know what I would do with the money. I would save it up for our next stop on Contraxi and get one of those Zeronian massages.
Keep dreaming. Gotta say, you're more of a challenge than I thought you'd be, Quill. We'll have to find more stuff to shoot further down the path. All right, Thumper goes there, Quill.
It's not gonna piss off every critter around, right?
Sorry, Quill. Not taking no chances after the last one. I gotta test it real quick.
Not again.
Rocket! I only flipped the switch on and off. Gotta love that kill radius. Ha ha ha! Oh yeah! It is like that time!
We really need to test these things!
The testing is the most enjoyable part.
Put him down, Groot!
Watch your butts!
Darn it! I thought we were safe! Oh, come on! Now we gotta deal with jump slugs?
Don't gawk at it! Shoot it!
Very helpful, thanks!
You're welcome! Now stop distracting me!
Make At least they make a good flag!
It is indeed,
Stop for a snail trail!
I knew I was missing all the fun last time!
Do not let the rodent put you to shame, Peter Quill.
Blitz him, Rocket!
Ha ha ha! Oh yeah! It is like that time! Yo!
Do we really need to test these things?
Appreciate the confidence in my work, but yes! Oh yeah! I'm gonna murderize the lot of ya!
That is not the word.
Take this!
Sounds like Rocket's having fun!
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Did you see that? Splat!
I love the juicy ones. Hey! Green team, looks like we're done installing our thumpers.
Great job. We'll meet you at the mining ship.
All right, mining rig is right there. Of course it's secure. As secure as a broke-down Chitauri shipwreck's ever gonna be.
Rocket, wanna try jumping across? Come on, Groot. We need to get across here. And Rocket wouldn't put you at risk, right?
That's right. I've always got your back. Nah, it just looks unstable like everything else in here. Don't get your twigs in a bundle. Yes, the resin can hold a stupid warship. I'm telling you, it's totally safe. See? I'll even prove it. Huh? Look at this.
Rocket?
Oh, Clark.
Guys, jump!
No! Ah! Groot! Groot!
Groot! Buddy, you're okay!
Fine. You flarkin' piece of moldy driftwood, you could have died saving me! I love you too, you selfless son of a chug. Come on, Quill. He says he'll meet us at the mining ship. I don't want to make him wait.
That's it? We're not going after him?
He says it's fine. We'll meet him later.
Team Rocket, is everything okay? Groot's signal just went dark.
His radio must have broke when he fell.
What happened to your timber companion?
He ain't Timber. He's alive.
Rocket knocked an old shipwreck off balance and we lost Groot.
What? Is he hurt?
I didn't do nothing. It fell on its own. Groot's fine. Team Rocket out. Why'd you have to go and tell Green Team the accident's my fault? Groot's fine anyway. There's nothing to worry about. Not like I could have prevented that old rusted ship from keeling over.
Man! If that afterburner kicked on right now, we'd be toast!
Let's hope it don't, because we have to find a way through this thing. Mining ship's on the other side of that turbine, so we gotta find a way through.
Try not to jump on anything this time. Groot's not there to grab you if you...
Well, either shut up or help me figure out how these blades open.
There's a drone access tunnel over here. Can you squeeze in there?
Knew it. Rocket, fix the thing. Rocket, clean up the mess. Rocket, crawl into the mystery hole.
See anything?
Yeah, a manual override.
Team Rocket, we hit a snag. One of our temper points was covered in resin, so we're gonna fly around and scout another spot.
Just make sure the new spot as close as possible to the original one. Because of maps and angles.
Great! Another turbine.
Yeah, that is how these things are usually built.
Come on, let's get out of here.
We're back on track. The mining ship ain't too far.
Think Groot's already ahead of us?
Maybe.
Grab, 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 grab!
It wasn't me this time, I swear! I don't like this!
Point for me!
That point don't count if we're dead!
Oh, crap!
Where's...
Ow! Larkin, son of a...
I told you I saw that.
Great timing! How did you guys...
Good to see you two. You're gonna want to cross the ship as fast as you can. We're seeing a lot of movement.
Yeah, Scott's getting real violent out here.
Just try to hold her still for us!
That's not gonna be an option soon.
This position is untenable.
Draxton incoming! Watch out! Hang on! Hang on!
Have you perished here, Will?
Too much debris! Let's take her out of here!
Go! Keep running!
Stop larking around, man!
Really?
Quill, this way! it's nice and cozy in here. Ah, I think I felt a panel. Yeah, there's wiring in there. See if I can get the systems back on.
How long's this gonna take?
Come on! Clark and tensor joint. Just need... wiggle me. Okay, so life support's booting back up. What's it look like out there?
Oh, mother of space particles.
That was mine!
Quill, you okay?
Yeah, it's just... Man.
Well, that's concerning.
What was that?
It's a swarm of old cleaner bots. Maybe.
Old cleaner bots.
You don't know.
Groot!
You okay, buddy?
Sorry about the shooting.
Yeah, thought you were that freaky thing we accidentally released.
We saw some cleaner bots, accidentally, at a distance. We're totally all right.
Yep, just a freaky floating creature. Nothing to worry about. Oh, and speaking of freaky creatures, wanna bet Green Team's having trouble parking the ship?
I think I'm done with bets for today.
Yeah, you and me both. Let's just get to the rendezvous point.
Nobody won. It was just an excuse to shoot stuff. Here you go. Rendezvous coordinates are that way. But we'll have to find a way around the rubble. Look at this old beauty. A table. This is a vintage Model T engineering workbench. They don't make them sturdy like that no more. Hey, come on, Quill. Let's see if this beauty still works. Maybe I can fix up your gear. Hey, hand me that part. Doing, done. Yeah, there's a way through, if we can clear out that crud. stubborn bunch of dwarves. Try that quick cooldown I installed, so you can keep pelting it. You gotta time it just right to overcharge the base cool.
Oh yeah! Nailed it!
And, thanks for the upgrade. Seems a little wobbly. You guys hang back a sec.
Well, Scott!
This place is crawling with ugly! Guys! Not alone down here! Holy crap! This is the most punchable thing I've ever seen! That was like something out of a horror movie!
That thing was freaking nasty!
Man, Rocket, you really missed out! That was amazing!
Team Rocket! Finally. We couldn't hear you before. Something about the mining ship's been messing up our comms.
Yeah, something really ain't right in here. And Quill fell down another hole.
Another one. I'm parking the Milano, but Drax is out there searching for you.
Maybe you'll find Quill before we do. We're trying to catch up to him.
Guys, we really need to get better at the buddy system.
He is not my buddy. I will find you, Peter Quill. Describe your surroundings.
Old metal, old mining equipment, just old.
Noted. Peter Quill, I have located some old equipment, but I do not see you.
This whole place is old equipment.
It's not narrow my search.
What a weird bunch of stuff to mine.
What was it?
I don't know, weird cubey hunks of rock or metal.
Hello? Whoa, another freaky thing!
How freaky. Kill it.
You read my mind! This thing refuses to die! I can barely scratch it!
Kill it harder.
I'm killing it as hard as I can! Really use a tag team!
Peter Quill, make your position known.
Peter Quill, hide behind me! I will protect you! Nobody's hiding! You're up, big guy!
You make a fine duo, Peter Quill.
You stab him, I zap him!
I'm on my way!
You went for the big guy! The other big guy! We sure did!
Save some for me!
Not gonna be a problem!
This adversary is well fortified.
My turn!
You got this one!
Knife to meet you! Not such a tough nut after all!
Indeed.
You greenies found Quill yet?
Found and saved.
Hey,
Go on ahead then. We'll catch up. Just making a pit stop.
I parked the Milano near the last thumper spot. We'll head that way and keep an eye out for you.
All right, pretty sure that baby's our ticket upward. Somehow.
It's a possibility. Maybe try something else. I could make it up there.
Let's see that fancy footwork, Gamora.
Bet you can't do this.
That is physically impossible.
Drax, think you can heft that container?
Behold the might of a Catathian warrior!
Here looks good.
I am on my way. Remember this moment should you ever think of crossing me, assassin.
All right, Rocket. We're back on track.
Oh, yeah, good for you. This ain't stealing if it's abandoned. Oh, flog.
Rocket.
Not now, Quill.
Rocket.
Perhaps he has located our monster.
We don't even know what it looks like. The intel was extremely vague.
It wasn't vague, it was rushed. It's probably some cute little...
Nightmarish abomination.
Lady Hellbender is a renowned warrior. Ideal specimen who reflects that strength.
Like I said, something scary.
With a name like Hellbender, Gamora's probably right. It's gotta be something scary.
Nightmarish. A proper apex predator.
Snarling and nasty. More teeth than all of us combined. Bat-like wings with razor tips. Probably spits poison or acid.
Or acidic poison.
I hope all these are true. I yearn for a worthy challenge. Once we deliver her prize, Lady Hellbender could become an influential ally.
How so?
They say that the mere mention of her name and negotiation.
Whoa!
Quill, you got some time. We got company.
Is this from the Last Supper?
We haven't even tasted yet.
They're food for our quarry and we're not far behind.
Let's take moments to look and come and food ourselves!
We need to regroup!
You're right! This isn't working! Look! It's like we woke up the whole ship!
There is honor even in defeat.
Just hang in there! Sayonara, space potato! Guys, huddle up!
It feels like they're everywhere, laughing at us.
And yet, we cannot retreat.
No one wants to retreat, big guy, but I gotta say, it's fucking scary out there, Quill.
Florknard's on the field, danger on all sides. Then it's time we stand and face it, and make sure they're nullified. Are we heroes to be laughed at? No! I'll laugh at them instead. Who's with me?
I am with you, Peter Quill.
Time the payback time, Scott Stains.
Let him have it, Rocket!
Any last words?
Hold them down, Groot! Told you we could do this!
Okay, so you were right for once.
Take heed!
Drax was right! This really gets the blood pumping!
Do not expect me to lower my guard, assassin!
Yeah, you showed what.
You don't stand a chance!
Glorious! Bring on our monster! I am engorged with the thrum of battle.
Didn't need to hear that.
Come on, last thunder spot is this way.
How do you know?
My senses are fine-tuned to measure even the tiniest vibrations.
Really?
No, I'm tracking it on my display.
The Milano should be right on the other side of this door. It was open when I came through here.
Who says I tripped on something? Murder Mom probably closed the door behind her.
Excuse me?
He looks like it's still got some juice. Give it a go, Rocket.
Watch a genius at work.
You are a miracle worker, man.
This tech was built by people who make holes in giant floating space rocks.
I have to say, that is an immaculate parking job.
Thanos never tolerated imperfection.
Never been a problem. Yeah. This is it. Last spot.
Can't wait to be out of here. This place feels like it's about to collapse on itself.
I cannot wait to meet our monster.
I thought you were mostly interested in meeting the buyer.
She is a respectable collector.
Is it working?
Yeah, don't worry, Sunshine.
Is it, doing it?
What?
It appears to be broken!
Ain't nothing broke! That's the sound it's supposed to make!
What sound?
You can't hear that!
Hear what?
Our monster has arrived!
I see it.
Good. Oh, crap, the door, That works. Let's catch our monster. Hey, that thing's fast! That's one less thing to hide behind.
Thinking, Will.
It's okay, buddy. Groot don't like things that move fast.
I have missed the thrill of your hunt.
I think Drax needs a timeout.
What the flark is that?
Definitely not a monster.
Adorable. It's more matted than an Asgardian goat.
We cannot present this pathetic creature to the Monster Queen of Sector 9. She will laugh at us.
Maybe we can use it as bait.
I knew those thumpers wouldn't work.
What? My thumpers are state-of-the-art. Musclehead's the one who rushed at the first thing that came through the door.
My head is not made of muscle.
You guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Yes. Now that is a monster.
All right. Enough with the warm-up. Time to catch us a real monster. Let's get paid.
What in hell's name is that?
Definitely not cleaner bots.
Watch it!
The whole place is crapping out. We gotta get out of here, now!
Curse these volatile ruins!
Drax, go! Hold on to your butts, people! Rocket, hit the music!
On it!
Focus on flying, Peter.
Someone play this man a song!
Now we're talking!
Off the ship!
I'm watching!
You wait! Drax, what are you doing?
I am holding my buttocks as Peter Crew instructed.
Watch it!
Someone give me a hand! Am I right?
How about one upside the head?
We have debris incoming! Blow it away, Quill!
Time to thread the needle.
Don't even think about it!
Quickest way through is through.
You fear dying with a guilty conscience, assassin.
Don't you get goo on my ship!
My ship.
Ugh. That's it. Let me drive. You're gonna get us killed.
We're not dead yet.
Maybe we are, and this is hell.
Do not be ridiculous. This place lacks the eternal frost of Sarduth.
Your hell is frozen?
The Tathians do not like to be cold.
Try putting on a shirt.
See? He's so...
Groot says watch out!
Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
Want me to take the controls?
No, I've got this.
Clearly!
Watch it! Don't get us killed, Quill. There's still so much stuff I want to steal. We ain't gonna make it. Hit the blue button!
What blue button?
The one for the secret boosters I added!
Can you please stop adding things while I'm asleep?
Punch it, Peter!
Now is not the time for hand-to-hand combat.
Whoa! Fuck yeah! Definitely a fan of the blue button.
We're Scott on all sides. We ain't gonna make it!
I'll make it! Maybe!
There's the exit!
See? Home stretch!
Our last breath!
Yeah! And that's what I call a win, people.
How's that a win? Our monster just got eaten.
Whatever you can fly away from.
Means you screwed up because you had to fly away from it.
Please don't be Novacore, please don't be Novacore, please don't be Novacore.
It is Novacore.
That's a patrol ship. Designation, Hala's Hope.
Did you say Hala's Hope?
There's this thing I gotta do. I'll be right back.
We need to get rid of that animal. Now. I'm serious, Peter. If it stays on the ship, we all go to prison.
No one's going to jail. It's a harmless space llama thingy.
Harmless? Remember Inakubi?
Not really, no.
That's because they scorched the planet because an idiot smuggled in an Exelon.
I will eject the beast into space.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not ejecting anything. It'll make us look guilty.
It could be carrying Zephron's disease.
Which is why Drax is gonna hide in the secret cargo compartment behind Groot's plants.
Peter, Jason, Quill.
Really, my middle name? Hey, Corell! How you doing? How long's it been? 2-3 years? You look good. You been tanning?
This is a new low, Peter. Even for you.
Corell, I swear it's not what it looks like.
That you're a junker trespassing in the most restricted area of space? Who consorts with thieves and murderers, apparently.
Hey, killing people for money ain't murder, lady.
Nice to see you two.
Right.
Peter Quill, I found these items in the space that you told me about. There was not enough room for both the other thing and these.
Peter Quill, of planet C-53, under Galactic Law ZXP-47, I am putting you and your crew under arrest for
Actually, can I call you back?
What?
Please tell me that is not a crate of super illegal tech.
It is a crate of super illegal tech, which also happens to be very valuable.
Really?
What? We're on a Ravager ship. Even the Flarkin bulkheads are stolen.
Well, we can't fit both in the compartment.
I will eject the crate into space.
Eject the crate and I melt your face! The Milano's weapon systems are 4 generations behind, Quill. We need that tech, more than we need some stupid farm animal.
That farm animal could be a Class 3 biohazard. You want to end up in the kiln? Airlock.
Oh, I really shouldn't have hung up on her.
What about the crate?
Leave it. I'll handle this. Krell and I have history together.
You slept with a cop?
She wasn't a cop at the time. The point is, I will get us out of this. Trust me. Just speak to Centurion Corral.
Silence, prisoner. The commander has no time to meet with law-breaking pirates like you.
That's just it. We're not pirates. We're legally incorporated heroes for hire.
Yeah, that's right. You check those records, Buckethead. Novacore licensing permit 67398-2.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No. Rocket.
So I let Groot fill out the paperwork. I fixed it with an addendum.
Not the most well-known heroes you could hire, but definitely in the top 5 of most awesome names. Contributing members. Groot, a Flora Colossus, last of his kind, fearless in a firefight, an awesome best friend. Rocket, bona fide super genius and a wizard with explosives. Definitely not a raccoon. Gamora, adopted daughter of Thanos, deadliest woman in the galaxy. Need we say more? Drax the Destroyer, convicted serial murderer and galactic war hero, often grumpy. Last and definitely least, Peter Jason Quill.
That's it? That's all you wrote?
It was a character limitation.
Sorry, excuse me, I just need to...
Cadet Gold, what are you doing here?
Oh, you don't know? Really? It says right here. Prisoner processing training. I'm your official trainee.
Aren't you a little young for the Corps?
Aren't you a little old for that hairdo?
I should check with the captain.
No. No. She definitely signed off on this. You know how thorough she is about signing stuff? And if I may, sir, the real concern here is Regulation 7A regarding prisoner footgear. That one's jet boots are in clear violation.
They're decorative.
Good work, Cadet Gold.
Great. There goes Plan B.
We don't need a plan B. I got this.
No, you do not got this, pirate. I got this. Now fall in line.
Time to go, prisoners.
Watch the jacket.
Cadet Gold, you know the arrest protocols?
All memorized, sir. First thing we do...
First thing you do is apologize. We're legitimate business-like folk on legitimate-like business.
We're not hunting an illegal creature in illegal space. Illegal.
Stop helping.
There's so much wrong with this arrest. A, no way a kid should be here.
I'm an official trainee.
And B, I'm very, very close friends with the captain.
Uh-huh. Hold it right here. Is there a problem?
Yes, no faith energy, no power. No power, no containment. A single spark.
Techs are looking at it. They say that.
They cannot even fathom. How can they fix what they cannot understand?
Put the Grand Unifier's mind at ease. Run the scanners again.
What the flark is a Grand Unifier?
Grand Unifier Raker. Leader of the Church of Universal something. He was floating dead in the quarantine zone. Looking for God.
All right, pirates. Let's go.
We caught him just like we caught you.
Difference is, I know the captain. As I was saying, if you just tell the captain that I...
Mom explicitly said she doesn't want to see you.
Yeah, Quill.
Wait.
Just to be super clear on the mom
touch
thing.
Hold on! Quill! Peter! Hold on to something, Quill!
Hey, kiddo, you there? Nova girl!
Yeah, I think so. Let me just see if I can...
Hold on! I'm sorry. that gold, was it?
Nikki?
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Nikki. Okay, Nikki, here's the plan. You're gonna jump and grab my legs while I hold on for dear life.
That doesn't sound like...
Trust me, kiddo. We got this. See? This isn't weird. At all. Doing great.
Okay. That was kind of amazing, huh?
Whoa! Thanks.
Mom wouldn't be impressed if I lost my first prisoner.
Your mom, right?
Come on. We need to get out of here. There's a blast door around the corner. We'll be safe there. Here. Help me with this. Ready?
Together. On 3, 2, 1. Go! Go! Yeah! Okay.
We need to keep moving. This way.
Yeah, Nikki?
Whoa.
Just stay
I knew there was
close.
something wrong about that church ship. Who goes fishing for God in a junkyard?
Oh, man. This is bad.
Just give me a sec.
You know, I could probably help with the door if we undid these cuffs.
Regulation 3B. Never undo restraints.
Come on. You clearly need my help.
No! You're my prisoner, and I got this.
Obviously.
Ah! Okay, we're gonna have to find another way.
We sure there isn't a way through here?
I'm in charge here. A senior officer.
Whoa! You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You?
Oh, dandy.
Okay, this way.
Shouldn't we be going up? Back toward the others?
There's another blast door down here.
Whoa! Are you kidding me?
Relax, you're fine. Ish.
I mentioned how useful my jet boots would be right now.
Okay, I can do this.
Not to rush you or anything.
Almost there. Yes! Got it! Through here.
Whew. Nice work.
Thanks. You didn't do too bad yourself, pirate.
Only Star-Lord. Or Peter, or, you know, Nova Cadet Butt Saver.
Okay. Peter. So, listen. I have some good news and some bad news about your friends.
Give me the good news.
They're all fine. I mean, they all have life signs.
So, what's the bad news?
They've been processed and put in the brig. Flark! Pipes must have burst.
Should we try using that thingamajig of yours to call someone?
We don't need help. I know what I'm doing. Now help me block this fire so we can get through.
Sure. Just that everyone must... Easy does it.
There, see? You don't need to worry about me. Enough people around here do that already.
For what it's worth, I think you're doing great. As good an arresting officer as I've ever had.
How many of you had?
Not that many. Is that robot wearing makeup?
What? Oh, yeah. That's just, I know all the bots down here. They're kind of my friends, I guess. I reprogrammed most of them.
And gave them faces.
Maybe.
No, I mean, it's cool. Give them personality. Very cool.
Come on, this way.
You know, I didn't have a lot of friends at your age either. Granted, I was in prison, but still.
So Mom was right about you.
It was a Shatari prison. I was just a kid.
I have so many questions. Were your parents in prison too?
No, my mom, died. I didn't know my dad.
How do you know my mom, exactly?
We fought together on Mercury during the war. She was, is a real spitfire.
More like real controlling. And bossy and judgmental. You're just a kid, Nikki. You don't know what's good for you, Nikki. Stay out of the escape pods, Nikki.
I kinda know what you mean.
You do?
This is a new low, Peter. Even for you, Peter. It's restricted space, Peter.
Yep, that's her.
Are you sure this is the quickest way to the brig?
I thought you didn't want to go to the brig.
Okay.
Just trust me. I want to show you something. This way.
If this is an attempt to escape your mom's ship, I really need to know, because I may or may not be super interested. Just really need to make sure it doesn't look like a kidnapping.
What? No, no.
Oh, wow!
Don't laugh.
No, no! This is cool. It's like your secret hideout, right? I definitely prefer this to the brig. Hey, this is Mercury, right?
Uh-huh. It's supposed to represent this big battle Mom was part of. You said you were there, right?
Oh, yeah. Your mom was dead in the water until me and the Ravagers showed up. You should really fix this.
Hey! Secret stuff. Off limits.
No adults. I get it.
Anyway, I'm all done here. We should probably get back before Mom completely freaks.
Yeah, I've seen your mom overreact before.
It's like, I'm not a kid anymore, you know?
Tell me about it.
So, you get where I'm coming from, right? Like if you do end up talking to my mom, the subject of me happens to come up.
Say no more. I'll make sure Corell knows what a good job you did.
No! I mean, thanks. But ideally, Mom never needs to know I was in the hangar at all.
So I never saw you?
Exactly! Never saw me. Never saw my passkey. You may have heard of Nikki Gold and how cool she is, but that's it.
Need a hand?
Yes! Got it! Mom? I can explain.
Nikki.
I'm fine. Mom, seriously. A-okay. Barely a scratch.
What in Hollis' name were you thinking? Sneaking out with an arresting squad? Running around with criminals?
Alleged criminals?
You almost died! Do you have any idea how grounded you are right now?
Mom! You promised to give me more leeway.
Leeway doesn't mean lying to my officers. Or sneaking around behind my back.
Look, it's my fault some guy's ship blew up.
Restricted areas are restricted for a reason.
You treat me like a prisoner.
You're a child! Are you even listening?
Whoa, whoa. We've all been through a lot today. Let's just all take a deep breath and recognize that maybe we've all made some mistakes.
Make sure the fire is out and the hangar's secure.
Yes, Commander.
And find out why that churchman's shuttle exploded.
Grand Unifier Raker has been less than cooperative.
Make him cooperate. And you two, with me.
I knew you'd overreact. You always overreact. Even Peter was saying so.
Oh, he was he? I suspect Peter misspoke, something he often tends to do. So I suggest you worry less about what he said and more about what I'm saying now.
For what it's worth, Nikki totally saved my butt. She handled herself really well. You have every reason to be proud of her.
Coming from you, Peter, it's worth extraordinarily little.
Why are you being mean to him? Just listen to what he's saying.
I don't care what he's saying.
Upper level. Captain's quarters.
Finally.
Initiate lockdown.
Lockdown initiated.
What, are you gonna kill us?
In theory, these doors don't open until I say so.
Yeah, I know how lockdown works.
I don't think you do, because somehow you keep bypassing every security measure on this ship, and I want to know how. Or you can just show me.
Mom! I seriously have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, this reminds me of the last time I was stuck in an elevator. I was with this Shi'ar girl, and she...
Ew! What is wrong with you?
She was a lovely person.
Someone, please get out of here.
No one leaves until you tell me what I want to know.
You already know everything.
No, I don't. I know you're a magnet for danger, and that you somehow keep getting caught in restricted areas of this ship.
I'm small. Okay? I fit into places.
Being small doesn't get you past security, or through the hangar bay checkpoint.
There was that system-wide glitch, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, security was down for a while.
No, it wasn't.
Seemed pretty down to me.
Are you seriously lying for a 12-year-old right now?
12? Oh wow, I thought she was at least 16.
Peter!
What? She really knew her stuff. She's a smart kid.
Too smart. She keeps bypassing security. Unless you have a level 6 access to my ship all of a sudden? Didn't think so. Nicolette Gold, empty your pockets.
No. You empty your pockets.
Nikki?
What?
I know you're hiding something.
It was me. Yeah, all those locked doors back there, I hacked them.
You hack them?
Yeah, I'm a hacker now. I hack stuff. You know, beep bop boop, boop boop beep.
I told him it was restricted.
That doesn't explain the falsified orders.
I don't know what to tell you, Mom. Your security staff have been sleeping on the job. All I know is I'm not hiding anything. I wouldn't do that.
To be continued. Disengage lockdown.
So, can I go help secure the hangar now?
No, you can go back to your quarters and you can stay there for the next 30 rotations.
But Mom!
I can make it 30 cycles.
So, rough day, huh? Exploding shuttles, quarantine zone trespassers, missing kid.
I have no idea.
Chewie. I can't believe you still have him. Can't believe you survived. Mercury's what, like 1,000 degrees?
More like 1,000 cycles ago. You can keep him if you want. He is yours.
Hey, I ordered him to look out for you. Expect him to keep doing his job. Especially, you now have a daughter, apparently. A 12-year-old daughter who you didn't have during the war. 12 years ago when we...
Peter. When we picked up your ship, part of me was excited. At first. But then after all this time, you haven't changed. At all. You're still the same...
I've changed. Whatever the fine is, I'll pay. Just give me 3 cycles. Let me prove that I'm not still... whatever it is you're gonna finish that sentence with.
You're gonna pay 9,000 units in 3 cycles.
Wow, okay. That is a lot of money. Look, here, I was thinking that
The
maybe...
fine's non-negotiable. My search party found a disturbing amount of prohibited tech lying around your ship, and a Class 2 biohazard.
I couldn't decide which one to hide.
Peter.
Okay. You'll get your money on time, no problem. This Guardians of the Galaxy thing, we are this close to getting it off the ground. And if I didn't have these handcuffs on, I would show you just how very close we are.
Why do I feel like I'll regret this?
Oh, come on. When have I ever... You won't regret it. Promise.
You've got 3 cycles, Peter. Not 4, not 5, 3. Contact me when you've got the units.
And if we don't?
The device we installed will deactivate your ship, and you will all go to prison.
Gotcha. We won't let you down.
What the hell, Peter? You said you could get us out of this.
I did. 9,000 units is a small price.
9,000 units?!
That is a tremendous sum.
Where are we gonna get that kind of money in 3 cycles?
By robbing a freaking bank, apparently.
Okay, so we got fined. So we have a Nova tracking thing on our ship that's gonna shut down our engines if we don't pay that fine in 3 cycles. At least we're not on a prisoner transport.
Not yet.
Come on, guys. You're Drax the Destroyer, man. You killed Thanos.
Allegedly.
Are you gonna let a little fine slow you down? And Gamora, you're practically an MI6 agent, but way hotter. And cooler. There's nothing you can't do.
Here it comes.
Rocky, you're an actual genius and the scrappiest dude I know. How many prisons did you break out of?
7.
You are Groot. Guys, we're supposed to be a team. All we need to do is figure out how broke we are and come up with a plan. So check your quarters. Check between the sofa cushions. Check under the crafting bench. If you find any spare units lying around, grab them. I'll do the same in my quarters.
All right.
This is why you don't sleep with cops, Quill. They put bombs on my ship.
My ship.
I am watching you, rodent.
What's that supposed to mean?
It is common knowledge that rodents hoard nuts, stolen technology, units.
Okay. First off, I ain't a hoarder, nor a rodent.
I know you have a stash hidden aboard this ship. Fetch it, now.
There ain't nothing to fetch. Groot blew our stash on Contraxia.
Peter Quill, tell the rodent that his selfishness endangers us all.
Rocket, we could really use any extra units you have.
How do I gotta spell it out for you? I don't got no units!
Fair enough.
You believe his lies?
Oh, I ain't lying. Now why don't you leave me alone and bother someone else instead?
I intend to.
What do you want, Quill? If you're looking for units, check your own room. So, you here to talk, or you just want a gear upgrade?
Can you upgrade me? Pretty please?
Do I get a raise for this? Nope. One shiny upgrade, nice and crafted. Now that that's done, can we get a move on, Jelly Legs? There, all set. Anything else?
Not now, Rocket. Maybe we can talk later. Why does this thing look so...
I don't go into your room and touch your stuff, Quill.
What? You hacked my visor and added a scoreboard to it while I was sleeping.
That was different. I improved it. Also, did anyone tell you that you snore? I thought Drax was bad, but wow. Quill, you should really get that checked. You sound like a Torg.
I don't snore that loud.
Yeah, okay.
So what is this thing anyway? It kind of looks like a metal face hugger.
That is clearly a spinal control unit.
Yes, right, of course, a spinal control thingy.
Back on Half-World, Kree scientists use these to keep us super soldiers in line. They'd press a big, fun red button and zap! Instant obedience.
Holy crap. Rocket. Sorry, man. I'll give you some space. Well, well, well. Let's see if we can find some stray units in here. Really?
$37 units?
You appear to be 8,963 units short. If we intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill...
I know. We clearly need a plan.
And reconsider my initial proposal.
Oh, no, not Fin Fang Foom again.
Yes, we should go after Fin Fang Foom.
Drax, there are easier ways to get paid. Like, what about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on. You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always
holding out on
My
us, Quill.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Huh, team's in trouble. Then you can't be bothered to make no
Set course
sacrifice.
for the Mocking
I will
Star
sacrifice
system.
your head.
And take us to the majestic
Yeah,
mountains of
mature.
Kakarandara.
Real mature.
Where we will seek to best the
I mean,
infamous Fin
at
Fang
least I
Foom.
got an idea. He says we should combine both ideas.
Sell Gamora's trinkets to Fin Fang Foom. It is brilliant.
Yeah, you know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster. He's not. He's the sweetest, most... I am Groot. No, you don't. This ain't something you can pretend. I am Groot. Oh, yeah? You want monster? I'll show you monster!
Whoa, guys!
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He is cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage. Monster Queen would pay a great sum for such a creature.
Really? How great?
How are you okay with this?
Because I know what I am. And I know what he ain't.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Well, Rocket's definitely scarier on the inside. He's unstable and vicious and totally oblivious to the needs of others.
Okay, we get it, Quill.
The point is I think you'd make a fine monster. And we'll definitely need that tactical brain of yours to bust you out once you're in there. But just to be 100% sure, you're definitely okay with this.
Are you kidding? I can't wait to hold this over you.
All right, let's do this. Let's go sell a monster.
We're not seriously flying into that.
They say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
That's not how women work.
Or weather. Anyways, I'm sure it looks worse than it is.
There! That's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Get us in close, Quill. I don't want to walk in this.
Yep, no problem. Flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment.
Piece of cake.
You can't be serious.
What? This way we can scope things out before we finish the transaction.
We're like 100 clicks from her base.
You know how much I like scoping. Nope.
Next time, I'm flying.
Monsters do not fly ships.
Monsters do whatever they want.
Don't you get all gloomy right now. Don't help.
Because you're constant complaining, Des?
You are complaining about the short one complaining.
We're all complaining. Happy?
Okay, here we go.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far!
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer! We'll figure it out on the way!
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good! We've already got a beast! All that's left is the merchant part!
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing! Right?
The fact you ain't sure don't bode so good.
Whoop! Ah! Ew! Ah! Ouch! Ah. Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord. We ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. A hardship will strengthen your spirit.
We won't walk, we'll hike. It'll be fun. Woohoo! Team hiking trip. We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. Just face Lady Hellbender's rage head on.
Almost sounds like you want to get hit by lightning.
I would not expect a Chitauri trader to understand the underlying value.
The underlying value of getting killed?
Of being direct, you child of subterfuge.
What is your problem?
Lady Hellbender scoffs upon
That was way too close!
Well played, Lady Hellbender!
So we're still doing this?
Yes!
Guys! Focus! Keep an eye out on those big blue ones and take cover when they hit. Or we'll get blown right off!
Good advice! Okay, this might be more dangerous than I thought.
I thought you lived for danger!
Yeah, keyword live!
If any of you die, I'm going back to the ship. I ever mention how much I hate being wet?
Look, not again! That is a terrible suggestion!
Just keep moving!
Everyone okay?
We should have gone to Mako 4.
Hey, check out the old Resistance ship. Thing's been shot to hell.
No doubt by this one and her Chitauri friends.
We weren't friends.
Guys.
Not sure. But it ain't moving now.
It would be wary, Rodin.
You know what? I survived freaking Half-World. I think I'm scared of some little...
It's not alone. Get ready! I was getting bored anyway.
Being fried by lightning wasn't exactly good for you.
Prepare yourself, Steve!
Spiky things!
Now is not the time for watching Peter Quill!
They're outside! Regenerate!
Smash is inside. Just some general life advice.
What are these things?
Shoot first, question later!
The gelatin is satisfying! Right! My blows bounce off the gelatin! Flash monsters arrive for us to shred!
Throw that, Drax!
What's next, Peter?
Start pointing that coming your way.
Jelly's on the offensive!
catches!
We need to get to the core!
What are these things? They are amorphous vermin!
So that's what a monster around here looks like?
We are outside Lady Hellbender's sanctuary. Creatures here are not her pets.
You sort of do look like food.
We're gonna be food if we don't climb out of here.
Where the flark is she going?
There's a trail going through the jungle! Try to find a way up!
What does your magical mask reveal?
Give me a second.
This husk should be easier to climb in muddy terrain.
Having fun?
Didn't think I'd ever be shooting at a resistance ship. Drax, you could pull this reactor out gently, right?
If it were combustible, the rodents would have shot it by now.
He makes an excellent point.
Will they continue ripping it apart?
No. I think we're good.
Great. We made it halfway up. Now what?
Maybe if we could lower that wing somehow.
I'm going to scout ahead! Try not to kill yourselves on the way up!
There they are. Wing control.
All right, Rocket. That wing control panel's all yours. Hope it still works.
Great. Everyone watch out for beeping red lights.
What? Why?
This is a resistance ship. We'll be lucky if there's only one booby trap on it.
Clark, that don't sound like no jelly thing.
They say that Lady Hellbender's call echoes throughout the planet.
Careful! Looks like something big moved through here. If you see anything with claws the size of Drax, let me know.
I thought we already had our monster. What's he tracking this thing for?
For sport.
Nothing wrong with a little sport. A girl has to keep busy.
You are looking for trouble, assassin. This is further proof that we are not welcome. What are you firing at, Peter Quill?
See a monster?
No, just trying to stay ready.
I am eager to experience Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie.
Yeah, I bet you are.
What's the weirdest monster you guys have seen?
I once saw a brood transformed regalian wearing a Clintar parasite.
You could fit a lot of teeth into a head that big.
You have no idea.
Ooh, mysterious.
Found something, Quill?
Yeah, some kind of cave. Maybe it's got hidden treasure.
Or hidden bodies.
Please don't let there be a space baron here. And hello, mystery goo. Monster eggs. Yay. Okay, so note to self. If it looks like a monster cave and smells like a monster cave, and you're on a monster planet,
Wow! Look! What flavor do you think that one was?
Did I miss it? What are we shooting?
just some jelly dudes. I took care of it.
What?
Nice hidden passage.
I ain't far, Quill. Scream really loud if you find another blob creature.
You know I will.
Hey, listen, while it's just the two of us.
What's up?
You're busy exploring. Just meet me in the main cave when you're done looking around.
All right.
Done exploring, Quill? Because, I really need to talk to you.
All right, man, what's up?
Look, there's no easy way to say this, so I'll just say it. I think I'm dying, Quill. Even with all these frickin' augmentations. Shut knows what else, I just...
I had no idea, man. Does Groot know?
No. And, you can't tell him. It'll destroy him. If the day comes that I... Just promise me you'll take care of Groot.
I promise.
And,
Are you...
And that,
Are you messing with me?
You know, say you'll bury me... in the Milano. Oh, I can't believe your face. It was like, I can't even describe your freaking face.
Come on, the sooner we get to Lady Hellbender, the sooner we can focus on paying that stupid fine.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the one getting auctioned out.
Drax, think this is a sign from Lady Hellbender?
We are clearly not wanted on this planet.
The depressions are deep. This thing has got to weigh more than all of us put together.
Even with Groot?
Okay, maybe excluding Groot.
Can you get us through here, Gamora?
Whatever it takes to find Hellbender.
Her name is Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, Gamora.
If we want an audience, we'll have to start showing some respect.
This, from the guy who calls me Harlot Spawn of Thanos.
An accurate description. We all know which harlot spawned it first.
What about her sister Nebula?
Gamora's actually adopted, so not even that accurate.
Yeah. Also...
Dead end. That's just great.
Wait, is that Chitauri tech over there?
Ask the Chitauri.
No, it is. It's a retractable bridge. They used them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What do you do not have time to dawdle in this jungle? I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face! Put me...
It'll be fine. Just curl up in a ball.
What?
Drax, throw him.
No!
Very well.
Peter?
It's okay. He'll land on his feet. I guess that only applies to cats.
You sons of dogs! Scut-busting ass!
I am not familiar with these words.
Filthy grunt scum! But
I think he's making them up. He's really pissed.
You can rot, you free-bagging flarkhole!
At least he's not shooting at us. He missed on purpose, right?
Order the beast to do its job.
Rocket, come on, man.
Cram it, ass face!
Fix the bridge and we'll raise your cut by 5%.
I want 10!
Okay, deal. We'll take it out of Groot's cut. He doesn't understand money anyway. Thanks for the bridge, Rocket.
If you even think of pulling that
Wait.
scud again...
Keep
Eyes up, people.
Incoming!
Everyone get ready!
Put him down!
About time!
I'm starting to miss those galaxies!
I prefer a new fella.
He is weakened!
Attack! Finally! Let me at him! Bombs away!
Groot, snag him!
Anyone else notice this place looks like a graveyard?
Focus on not becoming part of one.
Don't say! Watch the stingers!
This battle was satisfactory! Face all of Lady Hellbender's feet!
Get it out of your system before we get there.
enough of these inferior creatures. I yearn for a monster.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling all turned around as well. Where the flark are we?
Just look around. There must be a path here somewhere.
All right, Gamora. Pretty sure it's this way.
50 units says it ain't.
He doesn't have 50 units.
No way are we almost there. Still got like half a planet to walk across.
Lady Hellbender could cross this jungle in 7 strides.
Gamora, mind cutting us a path?
They say that Lady Hellbender feels it every time you cut a piece of her jungle.
An old Nova bomber. I haven't seen one of these since the war. I remember it used to take 12 ships to bring one down.
12 ships, or 1 Chitauri infiltrator.
I'll take that one as a compliment. Now what's the holdup?
Fear.
No! Just thinking someone else should cross the death pit first. Me and Groot are the merchandise.
Only one of you is the Just go.
No! You just
Someone go!
Don't leaders usually cross first?
Not if it's dangerous. Because I need to cover everyone.
Right.
See, it's fine. Perfectly safe.
Fine.
Do not even think of pushing the assassin.
There are so many better ways to kill someone.
Easy does it.
Groot says there's something down there.
Monster.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It's unstable either way. Just move!
Yup, definitely saw the giant tentacle.
Guys, Peter's not...
Yup, definitely saw the giant tentacle.
Nice catch.
You're welcome. Don't get used to it.
Peter Quill, we are not alone here.
I got it.
Guys, anyone know what that is?
A monster.
I don't want to get eaten by a squid tiger!
Why do you want to be eaten by?
The very creatures you prey upon.
Real circle of light stuff there, Drax!
We've got the numbers!
Feel free to tell it that!
Cut to the chase!
No, Gamora!
Yes!
Cowardly beast! Finish the battle!
Aw, Stumpy's running away.
That its tail between its legs. I say we go after it. Finish the job.
Anyone ever tell you you're scary?
Yes.
I mean, there's obviously a way out up there, which is exactly what we need. Plus, it gave us eyes on where we need to go.
Settled. Let's scale this down contraption.
Yeah, okay. How do we do that?
Looks like there's one of those vintage workbench things back here.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Okay, Rocky, let's see if this thing still works.
Yeah, all right. Just better not get jumped by any monsters.
So, where are we?
Waiting for you so that we can scale this contraption.
Ah, right.
Perhaps your magical mask can relieve us of this senseless searching, Peter Quill.
Starting to wonder if I should be the one with a fancy visor.
I wouldn't trust a thing you said.
The reactor thing there is pretty loose.
And pretty gunked up. Ugh. Yo, Quill! Check out the upper wing strut. Looks pretty compromised to me.
Guys, the creature we fought is still out there. Are we gonna do something with that reactor unit?
Gamora, how high up this thing can you climb?
Let's find out.
Are you relishing this moment, assassin?
What moment?
Visiting the grave of your enemies.
Nova Corps weren't my enemies, Drax. They were my father's enemies.
Yeah. That's a pretty big reactor unit up there, and it's only hanging on by a thread.
See anything useful up there?
I got eyes on this gunked up reactor. A couple of shots should bring it down. All right, pretty sure that baby's our ticket upward. Somehow.
It is neither a baby nor a ticket. It is a reactor.
Drax, moving that thing around ain't a problem, right?
It is not. Just like the mighty Lady Hellbender, I am exceptionally muscular.
We got it, Drax.
Right there's good.
Done. This unit is tremendously heavy.
I thought you were exceptionally muscular.
Yes! That is why I can easily carry this great weight. What next, Peter Quill?
Surprised this thing has been picked clean for salvage.
Can you get up there now?
Should only take a second. This brings back memories.
Impressive.
See? That was easy. Great teamwork, everyone. I helped in spirit.
All right. Slippery wind pummeled treetops, here we come.
One thing is clear. We would never have accomplished this task without the assassin.
Did Drax just praise Gamora?
There it is! Lady Hellbender's fortress.
It's gotten bigger, that's for sure.
Ha! It is not getting bigger. We are getting closer.
What's Captain distracted up to now? He calls us over. I'm done. Well, you gotta see this ship.
Behold Lady Hellbender's wrath. Even the Chitauri feared her.
Looks like there's a way down here.
Okay, here we go! Oh, slimy. Guys? You might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
You think?
Son of a schmack. Reach!
The sword will not work, woman. Find us a rope.
Yeah, it fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know, I'm sinking in jelly here.
Well, do something!
Like what?
Quill?
What did you just do?
Sorcery.
of there!
Mind telling us what happened?
I don't know. My glasses, I've only done that once before when I was a kid. I don't do it on purpose.
Classic Spartoid tech. Just when you think you've seen it all, it pulls scut like this. Just, you, just...
Leave the
let
guns
me,
alone!
Let me, Quill, I just want to see how they tick. Otherwise, it might as well be magic.
Or sorcery.
Guys,
DNA coding for radical is it morphing animal?
Or sorcery.
here we go again.
Instant ice cube! That's fun!
We're so happy for you and your gods, Quill.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire!
One problem at a time!
My hands are filled with jelly, yet the creature lives!
I don't think the glue matters! The claw's on a warpath!
We fall into the force! Come on! Guys, huddle up!
What a bunch of losers! Me and Groot, we win this in our sleep.
Thanos used to time me in fights like this just to make it interesting.
They are no match for these blades, Peter Quill.
You know what I see when I look at that battlefield? I see all of you. I'm mesmerized.
Mesmerized? What?
Seriously, you make me want to fight 24 hours a day. So what do you say we run these guys to the ground, huh? Who's with me?
I feel
Way to
great.
treat the team, Peter!
Great.